Hey everyone, Joe YEE new release preview for Friday, February 21st, 4 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Hawaii time. This week we have brand new Marlin Magic Lures, and we have the new benchmark Swivels and Joe YEE and Kegz Lures. Okay, so before we get started, if you guys are attending the Dubai International Boat Show, currently Chris is set up there. We have a booth there. We're teaming up with the Elite Fishing app, which is focusing on fishing networking in that particular area, and they are doing some really cool stuff. They have a marketplace they're building and all kinds of stuff, and we're teaming up with them and trying to help promote their app that they're doing. It's called Elite Fishing app. Go check that out on the App Store, and they're doing some cool stuff on Instagram. I think it's Elite Fishing _ app or something like that. So check that out on Instagram as well. We've been tagging them on a lot of posts lately, or they've been tagging us. We've been reposting them. So if you're on our Instagram page, you've probably seen some stuff from them, but really cool stuff that they're doing there, and we're excited about kind of the future with all that, and we'll get into more of that later on. But yeah, we have a booth on the Dubai International Boat Show. Apparently it's going really good, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. So, all right, let's get into the product this week. Marlin Magic Lures. This week we have bog eyes, brand new bog eyes. We needed these for a while. We have some new bog eyes. You can see black and blue back, and a bunch of different blue ocean skirts, regular vinyl, a la vie vinyl. We have new large tubes, golden shell, golden mother of pearl black back, a few different styles. We have the small hard head right here, so black back with purple mother of pearl and then white awabi shell. And then we have more small Ruckus, black and blue and pink back. A lot of new options there. We have not released a lot of small Ruckus. This is the 9-inch version of the Ruckus, so it's a step below the baby Ruckus, a step above the tiny Ruckus. Haven't done a lot of these, but when we have brought them in, they've sold very, very quickly, so check those out. We have new infant blues, including the 1124. All right, there's the Marlin Magic Lure label, Gear Off signature. 1124. So there was a grainer caught in Kona in December, I think on the 19th of December, around that time frame, sometime mid-December. It was 1124, and don't remember, I think it was, I don't remember the boat, but we just did we'll actually be doing a post on that this week. But if you check out our product pages, there is some information on this specific lure. But this is the exact color and everything that was caught by those guys over there on the for the grainer that was caught on there. So exact head color, so go check it out. They are right here. We also have pink back as well, so a nice little restock. We need some dark blue. Some guys have been asking for the dark blue as well. We are out of stock of those, so those are currently out of stock. That is it for Marlin Magic Lures this week. Swivels, I'm not going to get too much into this because we've done a few posts on them, but we have here the new benchmark swivel. This is constructed and designed by our very own Chris Donato, and with Grandin Marlin Tackle. We are co-owners in Grandin Marlin Tackle, and we are very excited to release these. We have our pre-built hook rigs, basically the same hook rig styles that we've been doing, except for we use these swivels attached to them. So you can buy the pre-built hook rigs if you want that. We will also have an option where you can rig lures up with these. That is not set up yet, but by the time of the release of this, we're hoping to get that done. And on top of that, you can buy the swivel separately. So they come in singles. They'll be on our website, but you can kind of see the design of them here. And if you're not aware, it's hard for me to do it with one hand. But so basically, when you have tension on this, check out our other videos, and it's very easy to understand, but with one hand, I'm not gonna be able to do it. This pulls out with enough tension, and it will allow it to rotate. So you can see there a little rotation. it's a little bit easier. I think with on 7 or 8 pounds of pressure, it will release so that it's free to rotate. And then so when you're on the bite and you have tension on it, it will rotate. And there's a lot more information on that on our product pages, and check out our videos on social media. We actually have 2 YouTube videos I will be posting publicly as well that go over both the history of the construction of these swivels, as well, like, in other words, how we got to this point, how Chris got to this point of the design, as well as just a lot more detail on the benefits of these swivels. But if you haven't seen those, I would recommend you checking them out and we go over them in detail. But there's multiple benefits of these swivels, and so we are really excited to bring those to the public release now. All right, lastly, Joe YEE Kegz Lures. We have a Joe YEE 501 here. We have a Kegs 501 in Strawberry Pearl, Joe YEE Super Plunger in Shell. This is a Joe YEE Straight Runner, very rare straight runner. It's got pink underneath, like pink rainbow paper, sort of that the white awabi shell, pink rainbow scale back. And then we have a really cool Super Plunger with rainbow eyes. See the logo there. And all these are labeled, by the way. Another Joe YEE, we have the traditional Apollo Evil. We have one of those available. We have a Kegs Strawberry Pearl Super Plunger here with real shell eyes. On these real shell eyes, you can see the 3D look on them. Okay. And I did a video on this as well to kind of talk about these, but easy distinction between the Kegs and Joe YEE's is the label. Kegs has 2 different labels he's using. This is basically his original label that he created very recently, but they're harder to stick onto the lure and get them stuck on there, so he got a new label, and I'll show you that here in a bit, but it says Kegs. So all their traditional Joe YEE's will have their own label, but then let's see if I can find one that has, here's the new label. It's easy to read. This says Joe YEE by Kegs. So there you go. All right. So those are available now. And then again, here's another Joe YEE. This is an Apollo. That one is the Super Plunger with doll eyes by Kegs. Here's a classic Joe YEE. You can see the label there. Strawberry Pearl, a medium plunger. A Kegs Ice Blue Pearl Super Plunger, very nice with real shell eyes. Strawberry Pearl Apollo, this one is also by Kegs. And then lastly, we have a Kegs Super Plunger in green, a green pearl super plunger. Very cool with handmade eyes. And there's the label. All right, that's it for this week. We will have a bunch of new stuff coming out next week as well. We have a new product from Jamlux. We are carrying their halyard locks, so those will be coming out next week. And a bunch of other lures. So some pre-owns and some more Marlin Magics and a couple other things. We have a bunch of new stuff coming in stock ready for the season, so stay tuned. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your week.